Welcome back to Popes and Pylons, where we play Europa Universalis IV with the new Cradle of Civilization expansion as Avaria, going for the Avar Khaganate achievement, which again involves going all the way over here, eating Hungary and becoming an empire on the way. We started as a little one province minor and have been growing to this much for now, and are hopefully going to grow a lot more. I'm Jan and this is episode number 10. So what's the plan for this episode? Find us a war. Either find us a war on Nogai over here or find us a war on Ryazan. And what does finding a war mean? Well, it means finding a chance to jump in without them being protected by their powerful allies. In the case of Ryazan, that's Muscovy, which is really scary. You can't possibly fight Muscovy. In the case of Nogai, it's just little Khorasan over here. But Khorasan has 22,000 troops, we only have 16. And Nogai also has some troops. Now there's a chance that Khorasan might not get access through either QQ or Transoceania, but I'm not willing to rely on that again. So we're gonna have to pass some time and wait for something to happen that allows us to go in there. Also, I would really like to pick up the next military technology in order to, well, be able to fight them better. Let's just unpause here. We have a tiny bit of unrest, but I think this is all gonna be fine. Rebels are, well, 70%. Maybe we should press a button to make it a bit less. Always take the inflation for the power. Trading money for power is always good. I think the unrest is somewhere here. Yes. This state is not a state yet. I'm going to state it just so that I can turn on the reduce unrest edict, helping us to reduce that. Do I want to also core the place? Yeah, might as well. We have the adaptability thing, the -25. We also have land inquisition going on, so we have 30% reduced core creation cost. I think we should just press the button. And we have focused on military attack, military power, so we're going to be a bit faster at acquiring the necessary stuff for the technology than you would normally be. And we can probably pick admin tech here, and as long as colonialism is just really, really small, I'm going to pick it. Just grab all the technology we can before colonialism becomes annoying. We did not hire an advisor last time in the military part. We are making some gains yet, so we should hire a military advisor just so we can get to that technology a bit quicker. These are not half price, none of these are. They're all +2, which I can't afford. So I'm just going to take the land force limit 1, even if that doesn't help us, just for the +1 monarch power gain. Yep, there we go. And we're still drilling here, trying to improve this pretty annoying leader. Speaking of annoying, we got a new heir at the end of the last episode. After firing our old 221 leader, or 211 leader heir, we now have a 101 heir, which is even worse. In order to fire him, I don't know if we can afford to fire him. Since we're already 58, we might just not have another heir, which would be really, really bad. Also, we have to be at 0 prestige at least to be able to fire our heir. Yeah, I'm not sure we can actually do that. We do have a ton of spy network on Nogai, so let's just grab another claim. Let's say on Shakti, I think. I think Shakti is better than, no, it's just a 3 development thing, so let's just grab Buzuluk over here. That's Buzuluk. Are you at war by any chance? No. Your tributary state of Uzbek. So Uzbek is always going to protect you now. It's also annoying. They really don't want me to expand, do they? And I can't check right now whether we can expand into Ryazan or not, but I believe Muscovy is not at war anymore. No. And so they're probably going to be willing to defend. Who are you at war with? You're at war with Ramazan and AQ. I'd really like to jump in on a war on AQ, but we don't have a land connection to AQ. We would have to get through a QQ before we can actually take land from AQ. The only thing we could do in such a war was to actually vassalize them. If the Ottomans cut them down to size enough that we can get in there, we could vassalize them. However, we don't even have casus belli to do that with. And doing a no-CB war here does not seem insanely great. So let's just keep on waiting for that opportunity. You are still a vassal of the Ottomans, right? Yes. Ramazani separatists probably not going to stay with us. It's just this 1k guys, right? And they're moving somewhere else. Do we have Ramazan cores on anything? I don't think we do. So they should just pass through, I hope. Oh, that's just... that used to be a Ramazani army, and now that Ramazani is no more, they turned into separatists. You're actually sieging my land. Lose ducats, lose diplo power, lose prestige. That's a lot of ducats. Just go more negative in prestige. Fine. We used to be... Oh, our general died. That's why we're not drilling anymore. I'm gonna raise the army maintenance here so we can kill out these troops. I mean, we don't actually need to because we have the 10-1 still. You're a terrible leader. How about our estates? When can we get military support from you again? 16, that's a long time. Could grab this generalship and then just take a tiny bit of land away from you, so you are below 80%. Maybe let's take the tiny bit of land first. I think you have small pieces of land that we can take away from you. Yeah, they will still be happy. And then we can recruit a general from them, which will hopefully be better than what we have right now. Let's see what we got. 1-3-2-1, yeah. It's probably the best general we've had so far. It's still a 1-star, but I mean, what can you do? Some zealots taking up Kazani separatists in Edkara. That's new. Yeah, I want that. Of course, where's Edkara? Kazani must be somewhere up here, right? There. Let's just move these troops up here, have them drill there to suppress some unrest while they're around. I'm not going to take this military idea, even though it's... No, it's even not even a good one. It would give us this +1 land leader maneuver, but I think I want the tech first. And we're going to move 10 towards legalism again, so we're at capped legalism for our tech taking. Are you at war? You're moving around. No, you're not at war. I'm still just keeping an eye out for anything that could happen here to allow us to go in and snipe these guys. Okay, keep doing that drilling. I think we can take another claim on Nogai. We can either Shekdi or Malak something. Where's this thing? No, let's just take Shekti, even if it's a terrible, terrible thing to claim. I think that's enough for the claims on Nogai. Whether we have a claim on the 3 development province or not does really not make much of a difference. And now we at least have a free diplomat to check for things like whether Muscovy is going to defend the Ryzanis, and they are. We could call in the Ottoman, but that's scary. Oh, and you have tons of protectors now. Are you allied to AQ? Did you ally AQ? Yeah. What about QQ? You have no friends still, just tiny vassals, which is fine. Would the Ottomans come in if I declared this war? They would. Now that's an idea. I mean, we can't possibly beat QQ on our own, but all we would need to do is survive until the Ottomans have wiped the floor with them. And if we compare things, if we look at QQ, 25,000 troops, and the Ottomans, which we can very easily find, well, anyways, just press this button, 66. So they've thrice the troops. You also have 16,000, which is not nothing. So I think that should be our go-to next plan, right? We do have some claims, I believe. Well, it's just 2 claims. But I guess we're gonna have to go with that. Considering that the other claims we can get on this terrible province here, this would be nice to have a claim on. Is it worth waiting for 30 spy network before we declare this war? Things could change. Could save us some diplo power. I think we should go right now. How's your your military tech QQ? You're on 7, Ottomans are on 9. We're on 8 and soon on 9. Yeah. Let's stop drilling here. We hadn't even started drilling. I don't want to fight QQ at all if I can. But We might just have to fight them if they get too much into our land before the Ottomans are there to scare them off. Do we go right away, or do we ask the Ottomans to prepare for war? No, we don't have that trust, the necessary favors to tell them to prepare for war. No, we don't have 20 favors. So let's just do it. Let's just go for it. What's even a QQ? Hello QQ, I will declare war on you. I will call in my Ottomans and I will preemptively tell the Ottomans that all of this land over here in QQ is definitely my land. Is there anything special around here? Do you have like a center of trade? You do. If it's Shirvan, we're definitely gonna take that, and maybe Tabriz 2, inland center of trade here, which would be very, very nice to have. It is completely separated from our trade node, so it's a bit annoying, but still having the trade. What about trade goods? Oh yeah, that's you really have rich land with all the silk here, some spices here, dyes here. Dyes are not that great, but the silk. Oh, and paper. Paper is a new trade good, and it's really, really good. I believe, yeah. And actually, dyes are also really good. So just so you know, Ottomans, I want essentially all the land with the good trade goods. This. And maybe some of this. Just mark it, just in case that we have the power to take this much land. What about these down here? That's silk, I want that. Let's just mark these two. Just so the Ottomans give us control over that when they eventually take it. Okay, and then we're going to tell the Ottomans to just go and grab all the things. Ottomans, we're going to take Shirvan, I guess, as a war goal, and move us towards legalism. That doesn't really matter. We already at 100% legalism, and here we go. So, Mr. Ottoman, please move in. If the real Ottoman would please move in. There's QQ trying to go into my land. If it's just the 11k, I'm going to try and fight that. If it's more, I'm really not interested. If you're sitting in Kunzia on my fort, I will attack you. That should just... Ooh, they're actually fighting quite well. But we killed 3,000 of their guys, lost only 2,000 of our guys. That's good. We won. It's also good. And we can now just throw them and their stupid little vassals out of my land, which is very important. So we don't get devastation, don't get annoyed. And there's the Ottomans finally coming in. Finally. What took you so long, Mr. Ottoman? Where are you leaving? You're leaving? Oh, you're sieging down here. Do we siege Shirvan is the question. I think we do. It's a bit risky, but the Ottomans might be a bit less angry with us if we actually do some of the work ourselves. They might not be angry at all, but they also might be, which I want to avoid. Missions, conquer Buzuluk. Don't want to take that mission right now. It doesn't really seem like a thing. Because we can't really get onto Nogai at the moment. Mercantilism is absolutely right. We lose some trade power, but for the future, that's just going to help us a bunch. Taxation policy, again, this is very, very likely going to have to be this button again for saving some admin on core creation. Yep. Let's grab that. No missions, idea, not going to take that. We actually have rebels coming out. Oh, that's still the Orthodox Zealots. Could let these spawn and hope for the Ottomans to actually take care of that. How many rebels would you be? 8. You are at 80%. You would be 13k. So if push comes to shove, we could actually take that ourselves. Now, normally I would not be doing a siege with 16,000 troops here, but I'm really scared of these guys coming in and taking that stuff from me. Austria is no longer a great power. That's interesting. Now they're sieging my land, but I don't want to... Oh, we lost our... No, this was just a different military leader. I hope the Ottomans are gonna run here and stop them from taking my land while I'm sieging. If not, then we might have to take some devastation. A gift? How nice of you. Please, Ottomans? Here? Yeah, they're on their way. We're taking some devastation from them taking this land, but I'm sure we can survive that. It's just all terrible land anyway. And once the Ottomans come in, this should all end. Ooh, Transoceania? Our friends? They don't even like me, do they? No, but that still gave us 70 as a gift, just because we're fighting QQ, which apparently they hate. Hisu? Yeah. That's a good thing about fighting things that a lot of people hate. Other people support your fights. We've had all subsidies from Ottomans for a while. Ooh, we've actually had the Orthodox Zealots rising up there. That's quite unfortunate. I can't really go right now to take care of that, but soon. Yeah, there's the Miltech. I'm going to take that Miltech. I'm not going to switch to the new infantry right away, but I'm going to do that as soon as we have the siege done and we're moving up there to take care of the rebels. Because then I'm going to leave this war to the Ottomans once again. And we're going to have time to take back, to recover the morale we lost. We lose from switching the infantry type. That's what I'm talking about here. Walk up here, switch the infantry type to Shamshir infantry, which is just better than the previous one, and run. Oh, the Mamluks paid all the foreign debt of AQ. Just fine for us right now. I don't want to fight you yet, though. I don't have the morale. Where are you gonna move? Well, one of these places, probably. Let's just walk you over to Ankara. Ooh, more gifts. People must really, really hate QQ. We lost claims on things on Muscovy, which is fine. We only had them because we had claimed somebody else's land and they took that land. Oh, and the Ottomans take care of the rebels. Excellent. So, thank you, Ottoman. I think we can help siege this land back, though. Ah, Ottoman's gonna do it. Why do I even do anything? Why? Oh, they took my fort back, though. You actually found quite a few troops, QQ. Do you have anybody else important in the war? No. Just need the Ottomans to do some things here. I mean, of course they're doing things. They're taking care of my rebels. They're getting my land back. I should have taken that back, so the Ottoman doesn't have to do it. Something Nogai, spy network. Come on, Ottoman, I'm doing it. You don't need to do this. Yeah. Now, let's just go down here and help with actually winning this war. Shivan, occupied by me because the Ottomans took it back. Excellent. Move towards legalism, which we are already at 100%. Gain loyalty on the Ulima, which is fine. And gain some annoying things on the lower Don area. Oh god, there was mysticism, which I don't want. No, let's just go this way. Some of these events are really just bad. And the only reason I'm doing anything here is because I'm scared that the Ottomans might be annoyed if they don't give them any land in this war if I don't participate. Now this is probably just wrong. What happens if I go for this and then tell you I want all this land? Yeah, the Ottomans won't care. Because we called them in on favors, they won't even be annoyed if we just take all of this land. Just all of it to me. Of course, that would give us coalition issues, all that, so we're probably not going to take this much land. The only thing I just checked that was to see whether we actually had to do work in this war. And the answer is no. The answer is, let's just have the Ottoman do it. Let's just stand in land that we've taken and looted a bit. Or don't, so we don't take the devastation, actually. Although I'm probably going to move down here for all the nice silk. So maybe I could take devastation up there. You know what? I think I'm going to just go hide in my own land, stand somewhere to reduce rebels, say in Ankara, and drill. And to just wait for the Ottoman to win this war for me. Diplo power, prestige. It's nice. Didn't really have any prestige before, so getting some prestige is a good thing. Any new quests? No, still just conquer Buzuluk. QQ taking some land back, but I'm sure the Ottoman will eventually fix it, right? We should be way ahead in troop size, yeah. And you're ahead in tech. You just have to consolidate your troops a bit and not spread yourself out too much. Where are you walking? Directly just going this way to go here. That's a bit odd, but sure. I'm just gonna go and drill. Use the time wisely while we have other people fight for us. And as I said before, this may feel a bit cheaty and a bit annoying that you're not fighting your own wars, but instead having other people fight your wars. But that's just what you have to do if you're in such a bad starting position. There's no way I could ever fight QQ or get out of my position here if I didn't use the AI to my favor here. And I mean, we did work a bit for the favors on the Ottomans. We can pick a new... Oh, we need to pick war taxes. Thank you for reminding me. Also, we want reduced aggressive expansion impact, so we can take more land. Yes, please. War taxes. War taxes. Free war taxes. Yes, please. Puts us in the positives. Ooh, we're actually not at 50 power protection anymore, so I need to quickly insult a rival, like AQ over here. You guys stink. And back over 50, so we get the monarch points that we want. Ottomans again, because they overextend a bit with their troops, losing a fight here, that's unfortunate. And losing another fight because they ran in and, come on Ottomans, do I have to do everything myself? Can't you do, just fight a very simple war? No, the big issue is that they're fighting from two sides, two front wars, and QQ just concentrates its troops while the Ottomans don't. And they're again running every which way and kind of losing. Do we need to help? I guess because we actually want to end this war eventually, we're gonna go and help a tiny bit. I'm not going to go to Ankara to convert it right now because we have these we had these rebels over here and we still have these separatists coming up. I don't want to increase unrest over here. That's actually a reason not to have the... Let's just see how the Ottomans are doing for a tiny bit more before we actually go in and help. How's your enthusiasm? You're still at high enthusiasm, so that's fine. QQ is at low. Let's just figure out how much we're going to take anyway, how long this war has to even go. I want to sue for peace. I want... definitely Shirvan. Kind of want Tabriz. That's still something they are willing to do. Nogai, QQ, which will be peace locked, and Jilan, which doesn't matter. So for now, the coalition doesn't matter. Let's get that trade good map mode. And grab... Oh, I cannot... Oh, I have to pick this before I can pick this. And then... how is coalition going to look if we do this? Khorasan, which is going to be not an issue. And what if we take this too? Get us a border to Khorasan. QQ will hate it. Jilan will hate it. Kerman, this should be fine as long as we still have the Ottomans as our protectors. We do have the admin power to core it. It is not going to put us overextended too much. It's going to cost us some diplo power, but I'm willing to pay. So we just have to get 118 more reasons. That sounds a lot, but that's mostly because there's a minus 100 because demands exceed war score right now. It's probably just a tiny bit more war score. Now, if these Ottomans could eventually decide to properly fight this war, instead of constantly dying, they're probably doing it again here, to being overextended, then I might actually be able to take my thing. Okay, they actually managed to get a good fight here. They're lesser in numbers, but AQ came in too late, so they took the -2 from attacking into mountains. The Ottomans have a much better general. Although, yeah, 4-2 to 0-1. Much better general, although fire damage does not really matter right now, and they have better tech. So they actually won that. Excellent. Just keep doing what you're doing, Ottomans. I never complained. Ottomans? Ottomans. I've never ever complained about what you've been doing before. We can turn off the religion edict in this place, I think. Where's Tambov? Isn't it somewhere around here? No. Tambov. Oh, it's over here. And it has no unrest. So it is in a state. And it would take 62 months. So what I can do is get us a missionary strength edict. And then go down to how many months? 38. That's fine. Convert you and turn off the edict over here in Dagestan. Apparently I already did that. I thought I had a conversion edict on here. Apparently I already removed it. There's one here, which we don't need anymore. So maybe that's what I was remembering. Turn that off. Ottomans, please keep doing what you're doing. No, that's not letting QQ take back the land. It's actually taking this land, please. You're still high enthusiasm, I hope. We gain trade power in Aleppo, which doesn't really matter. Or we get this 50% discounted trade efficiency guy. Let's take the latter, because we're not actually trading in Aleppo. Peace offer from QQ, yeah. But you see, QQ, I know what I want from you, and that's not what you're giving me at all yet. So that's a no. Are we? Yes. We are drilling. We can take another military idea. And since we took the tech, right? We did take the tech. Yeah. We're fine to just continue taking these ideas. Which at least gives us land leader maneuver +1 and reduced recruitment time. Reduced recruitment time is really a joke sort of idea. What do you get from that? I mean, if I need troops really quickly, they're usually mercs anyway. And mercs recruit almost instantly. And if I don't, then it does nothing for me. So I'm not very interested. Would be nice if you could throw these guys out of Shirvan before they take it back. I think I'm going to stop drilling and just move towards here just in case we have to try to throw these people out of Shirvan. If we even arrive in time, which we might not. Again, I like having the Ottomans fight the war, but I don't like the war taking just forever. And we have some manpower to throw away. We have good army drill. Of course, we don't want to lose the army drill, which we kind of would. And I'm not moving in yet because the morale is still so bad. And kind of want to move in over the November tick. Gain stability or gain prestige. No, I'll take stability, even if we are at negative prestige. Still want the stability. I want to move in such a way that we arrive in December, which we do now, so we have the full morale here. This could be a bad fight for us, because these guys could come in, but I think we still have superior technology. Tech 8? We're Tech 9? I can never remember what tech we are. We're Tech 9. So that should be okay. It's not. It's not even remotely okay. What happened here? They rode a lot better. They have better morale. Why do you have so much better morale? Plus 12 from tradition, plus 5 from Shia. And we lose some from prestige. So this fight was not a good idea. Let's just run. Let's go back to Ankara. Sit there. Ooh, let's not get stack wiped, hopefully. Yeah, at least that. We lost 6,000 troops, killed 5,000. That's not terrible. Lost a tiny bit of war score. But of course now they're gonna take back the fort. I didn't think we would be that far behind, but they had actually way more troops there than I sort of accounted for. And yeah, flanked us just to death. Yeah, we're paying for the reinforcements. I want you to run to Ankara for the reduction in rebellion. And at least we're going to take Shirvan back really quickly. And please drill here. It did cost us some army drill, which is the most important part of that loss. What? Ismaili relation with Shaifi will become hates. Okay, so because we are at war with QQ, who is at a different school than we are, same religion, but they have... No, cancel. But they are of a different school, right? This should say somewhere what your religious school is. Yeah, they're the Ismaili school, which gives legitimacy, and we're Shafi. And because of this event in our war, these schools will now actually hate each other. So everybody who is Shafi will hate people who are Ismaili, and the other way around, or will have a negative modifier, at least on the relations, which is fine. What's not fine, yes, we want more war taxes, is that we drop below in power prediction again. And we still have insulted rival on here, so I can't just re-insult people. I'm embargoing everybody, so we're just gonna have to suck it up and lose a bunch of monarch points, or not gain a bunch of monarch points, I guess. Do I want Muscovy to have military access through me? They have war with Nogai, IQ, and Khorasan. Sure, do what you want. That probably means that we're not gonna get our Nogai gains, because Muscovy is just gonna gobble it all up. However, we're gonna take this last claim on Ryazan. Come back from Ryazan. And keep working here. 60% war score. How much do we need for our intended peace deal? What about 80? Oh no, there's actually a yes already? Somehow my peace offer value just dropped off. I think something was removed from my claims. I think I had something like this, right? Yeah. But they're still willing to do it. Giving it all to me. Ottomans won't mind. I pay some Diplo for it. That's fine. Overextension is going to be fine. This is going to be okay, I hope. Would you, I mean, I would like war reps. Could just let the Ottomans fight on a bit longer so we get war reps, get some money out of it. That should be great. And I mean, it's not like the Ottomans are going to lose this war now, I think. Even if they're fighting the rebels of their enemies. Of my enemies, I guess. Keep going, Mr. Ottoman. Keep going while I'm drilling up here. I'm busy. I mean, you could do something for your favors down here. Which is hopefully just winning this war for me soon. So I get more money, more land. We are not going to get power protection because we didn't rival QQ, unfortunately. We are rival to AQ, to Nogai, I believe, and to Ryazan. I think QQ was even too big for us to rival. Oh, there's call for pizza already, but they are going to accept my peace offer anyway, which is war reps, all the land I wanted. Can I take more land? No. Like that. And can I have some money? Not that much money, maybe. Still hate the way this looks. Yeah, tiny bit of money. Okay. Get 23 ducats, get all this land. We get war reps, and then we're probably gonna have to deal with rebels for a while anyway. Some people will hate us, but I think since some of them are peace locked and since we have the Ottomans protecting us, I don't think this coalition is going to be a big issue. Knock on wood here. Sentiment, and it's very, very difficult war for us. Attack us, it's us lost 82,000 troops, but if we look at our losses, we only lost 11,000. I mean, it's way more than we should have lost because we just took a fight that we didn't have to take, but the Ottomans really took the brunt of this war for us. Oh, we shouldn't have taken the ducats because most of them go to the Ottomans anyway, but that's alright. Some prestige, tiny bit of prestige, not enough to bring us above 0, but what can you do now? Definitely immediately going to start coring all this, even though we have some war exhaustion. The more problematic issue is going to be getting rid of the unrest, and we can only really do that once we have cored it, so we can state the land and get rid of the unrest. Since we've suppressed the Kazani rebels over here, we can at least go down here to some suppression here while we're drilling, to hopefully carry us into an era where we can afford to keep these rebels down. Manage to keep these rebels down. Alright, that's a very successful 10th episode, I would think. Here we took a large bite out of QQ, a lot of development, a lot of very, very high value silk producing and even a paper producing province, I think. Or did we end up not taking the paper one in the end? Apparently we did not. Which one would that have been? Trade goods. Paper. Oh, we missed this one. Oh well. This is pretty good. We might even think about moving our trade down here at some point, considering that there's much more money in this trade node than there's in our Astrakhan trade node. Even though we have a lot less power, it might be worth a lot more. Or we just collect from both places. That is probably the best thing we can do here. But for now, thank you so much for watching another episode of playing Avaria over here on Popes of Pylons again. No, Popes and Pylons, where we try to grab all of Hungary for the Avar Khaganate achievement. I'm happy that you watched this. I hope you liked watching this too. If you did, you know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, or comment, or do all of the above. See you guys next time.